Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a restoration on a 1967 trade-in brunette twist and turn Barbie.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
What a mouthful. Do I even have to say it? This doll looks like she's been to hell and back.
Have you seen yourself lately?
To be honest, she hardly looks like she was really played with the exception of some blue eyeshadow added on top of her eyelids, which I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but I'm a huge nut on vintage makeup and makeup history in general. I am quite the makeup fiend, so when I saw this, it had my mind rolling. Maybe it was this Max Factor makeup, or maybe it was this Lash Bright liquid eyeshadow, perhaps Helena Rubinstein, or the possibilities just seem endless, and this alone you could really get lost in the project with. The first thing we gotta do before assessing any situation is wash her. Now she has something caked on her, like I don't know what is on this poor Barbie, but one thing's for sure, we're gonna take out her original hair ribbon and we're going to save that and wash that for after her restoration. And let's soak this doll in a nice bath filled with Dawn dish soap and baking soda. I've prepared a little bucket for this Barbie. I have OxiClean, Dawn dish soap, and I also have baking soda in there. I'm going to create a very small and condensed little bath for her. She's going to soak in here, and I hope that the OxiClean will take out some stains that needs to be taken out. And also I'm going to be using very hot water so that we can penetrate that heavy grease that's on her. I don't know where this doll was. Wasn't there. She's definitely in need for some TLC.
She will need to be scrubbed. This Barbie will need to be scrubbed real damn bad.
Okay, so now we have a little bath for Barbie. We're gonna stick her in there, and I'm going to take this little spoon and just swirl her around in it. Do you see like how, look how dirty this water's getting? Well, hot damn, this looks like it's the first Barbie color reveal. No offense to those designers who make them, but this will be the only color reveal on this channel. Oh my goodness. Instant dirt. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're just gonna have her in there. I think we're gonna fill it up with some more water. But yeah, I'm gonna leave her in there for like an hour and I'm gonna see what she's like, because I'm very curious, because I can't really see what needs to be done with her because she's just so filthy. After she's had a moment to chill in that little bath, it's time to really assess the situation and see what all she's got going on. She is still rather filthy, so we're really gonna have to take care of that. If you are curious how I wash my dolls, you may check out my playlist under doll restoration tutorials. There's many different types of tutorials on that playlist, so I hope you do enjoy it. I made them for your convenience, and so that way if you are cleaning and restoring your dolls, you have something to reference to. After washing her, it does appear that her face seems very dark and her arms are discolored, and I've never seen nail polish turn white before on a twist and turn Barbie. So clearly there's some discoloration going on in the plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bleach the arms and bleach the head. I have some boiling hot water here, so that way I can soften up the arms to take them out of the torso.
One eternity later.
The arms are ready to be plucked. Got one. Now that we have the arms off the torso, we can put the torso away. So now that we have this little gaggle right here, we're going to put them in a plastic bag. Like so. How glamorous. We're gonna take my volume 30 developer, shake it up. And we're going to pour it inside of this little Ziploc bag right there. There we go. Zip lock it closed. Just really get peroxide all over the item.
Shake and bake.
Shake it up if you must. I'm gonna take a rubber band. And put it around the top. Like so. And I'm going to actually put this inside my locked hot car. It's just the perfect time of day where there's absolutely nothing but sun and heat right now. And the heat is going to lift that stain and it's gonna look great. I'm gonna probably leave it in my car for about an hour, and then after an hour we're going to assess the situation and see if it needs to be in the sun even longer. The twist and turn seems to be done, so let's wash her all up. Here's the Barbie with that stain removal, and she's looking rather cute.
That's funny.
So she is the desired color that I want. This is her vinyl bleached, so it really doesn't get any lighter than this. And same with the arms, like the arms look pretty good. They're not yellow. This color is fine for me because I will be recoloring it. So although she does look rather dead and colorless at this moment, when I'm done with her, she will be recolored. If you are interested in how to recolor your mod Barbies or any Barbies with a pale face, I do have a video on that in my doll restoration tutorials playlist. I'm going to get her all put back together and we'll be back shortly. So now that she is bleached and looking the way that I want her to for now, before I finalize her hairstyle and give her her second boil wash, I do want to add some more color on her face. I want her to not look as yellow like a Simpsons character, but look a little bit more peach, give her more of a rosy tone. So I'm going to do basically what I did in my last tutorials. I'm going to give this doll some more color. So what I'm going to do to recolor her vinyl is I'm going to use chalk pastels. To me, chalk pastels are the easiest way and the most controllable way to do your recolor. And when you are done, they leave it with such a matte finish. In my last tutorial where I did the final recoloring, I know there were probably more questions than answers, and I'm here to answer those questions. So for starters, a lot of you were asking me, do I seal the face before? And
No, 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 no.
No, I don't. And do I seal the face after? No, not really. You don't have to. I will seal it if I'm doing some other face paint, like if I had to repaint her lips or eyebrows or anything like that, then I would. But if it's just final recoloring, you don't have to. This is just straight up pigment. There's no alcohol in there. There's no water. There's no anything. This is straight pigment. This will stain your clothes, for instance. It will stain. You can get a little bit of it out by using rubbing alcohol, or if you just go and you wash, which is why when I know I'm going to wash them afterwards, I'm going to make their face coloring a little bit more darker than what I would like. And the reason that is because if I make it on the lighter side and then I don't seal and then I put it in water, it's going to wash off, and you don't want that to happen. And plus, I'm a person of more is more, not less is more. I think that's a silly phrase. But anyway, she looks really cute even now.
Sure, Jan.
Like somebody put probably like a 1960s eyeshadow right up here on her brow bone, and that did not come off, but it's kind of working. You know, like it's doing its thing, so we're gonna let it do its thing. So here I have the powder all packed onto this old and used and abused eyeshadow brush from e.l.f., which you could probably still go buy this at Walmart now. And I'm going to start not by rubbing, not by streaking, by patting. We're going to pat it on. And I'm going with more of a pinky tone because she's got a lot of yellow going on. And I want to counteract that. The Mod Barbie's vinyl was originally pink anyway in hue. It can be due to how the doll itself is stored and what's it stored next to. This doll had a thick cake of grime and dirt and whatever else. I want to say she was probably sat next to a furnace in some attic. For all I know, she could have been hanging out with Christina Aguilera back in the 2000s. Who can say? So we are just packing and packing it on. So now if you want to, because there is a thick layer on it, you can go in your little circular motions. Get all the excess off. Now this doll, I know that she's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. We're not looking for perfection. We just want her to look a little bit better than what she did. And I think with enough perseverance, we could get that. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the back. So look at the difference. See, we're making such a difference already. It's crazy. And don't be afraid to be generous. And if you are a little bit concerned and more cautious, always start on the back. So like start back here first. And that's with all recoloring techniques. So that way you're not too distracted if you do happen to mess up. If you do happen to mess up, rubbing alcohol is going to be your best friend. I promise you that. When you think you've got her right where you want her, you can go ahead and take a clean brush and just wipe off the excess. Okay, now you can make your decision. You can decide, do I want to keep doing this? Because we could add more color on. We really could, and we can make it a little bit more vibrant. Or do I want to leave it? That's the question that you can pose to yourself. I am a more is more girl.
I want more.
So I'm going to take whatever's left up here, and I'm going to put it at the heart of the face, which will be right here in between the nose and the mouth, just right here. That's where I'm going to pack the excess pigment. And don't worry about them getting a little bit too much of a peachy nose. You can wash that off with a Q-tip. It's not going to stay there. Don't forget to get above the forehead. Blend, blend, blend. And take my clean brush again. I'm going to go over her painted areas. There we go. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add some blush. This doll would have had a very nice high color blush. It's still there. See that right there? Still hardly there. You could skip this step if you wanted to. I'm going to go with my darker pink with a little splash of red. Just a little splash of red. Mix it all together like so. Okay, I'm going to start right there. But with this, we're going to go in a circular motion. Woo! There we go, girl. Okay, gonna go to the next side. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, wonderful. Okay. If you think we're done, we're not.
But wait, there's more!
I'm gonna take some of my light pink right here. Some of my second to light, there it is, right there. Mix them both together, like so. I'm gonna go over that blush. It's basically setting the makeup. Okay folks, I'm gonna go run her head underwater and I'll be right back. So here's her head fresh from the water, and as you can see, the color is still there. All right everyone, now we are going to do her hair. The TNT, the Twist and Turns hair is actually very simple. You just find her bangs. And you will find, like, the more that you do these Twist and Turn Barbies, the more that their hair rooting style varies. You will have some that have really thick hair, then you'll have some that have very sparse hair. You will find some that have acetate hair. You will find some that have saran hair. We're lucky today that this one has saran hair. So you see like this little swoop right here? That is going to be part of the ponytail that goes up. So you can see like there is a very obvious separation right here. And you want to keep it that way, and you only want to get this U shape in the ponytail, so that way it looks like her hair is thick. There is a method to the madness, I promise you that. Right, so all you gotta do is lift it up into the pony. Take your rubber band, and if that looks right to you, it to the top, a little swoop, there we go. And now you can play fix up. So we're going to start fixing up her bangs. There we go. So this doll's bangs are actually pretty thin, but that's okay. And that is not because she's missing hair, it is because that's just how she was rooted. So this part is optional. I like to put in the ribbon before I do the boil wash because it actually just like shocks in the fabric right into place. So I'm going to lift up the little ponytail we just made. All the hair that's out from under it, boop. And I'm just gonna tie the bow. I use little silk ribbons because they're the same texture as the original factory ribbons. She does have her original factory hair ribbon. However, I would like to preserve it because it is a little bit fragile and very stained. Now, take your scissors, cut the ends, and there you are. So this next step is optional as well. This is a just in case you're comfortable with it. I'm going to boil wash her again, so that way we can shock everything into place and everything will go down smoothly. I'm going to put my little plastic cellophane over her head. And when I do, I'm going to take those bangs and I'm going to brush them in this direction right over here. There we go. Perfect. And her boil wash is done, and I did put on some of my little homemade gel, which if you're interested to learn and how to make, you can go watch my doll restoration tutorials on my playlist. You do not need Mr. Super Clear to seal in the pigment. Look at the pigment. It is there, it is gorgeous, she looks great. You do not need to buy anything extra if you really don't need it to get the job done. Now let's say for instance, if you want to go the extra extreme, like by making her African American or dark purple or pink or anything like that, then sure, you can use that because that's something extra for the pigment to hold on to. But again, do what you think is necessary. It's your doll, it's your restoration, and it's your time to make it fabulous. I almost forgot to actually paint her nails and her toenails, so we're not quite done as I thought. It just escaped me, so I'm going to make a perfect little coral. There we go. Just an orange and a pink. I've got some extra water there to dilute it. Okay, so same with everything. You want to dilute the paint so that way you end up with no streaks. And with Barbie nails, you just want to give it a little dollop. Boop. There you go. Just a little dollop. You will find them having larger nails in the earlier 60s, but in the late 60s, they just had little dollops. Okay, now let's do her toenails. You can still see the original toenail polish still on here. I always found it quite fascinating that they painted these little rubber toes. Probably well knowing that it would just slide off with every shoe you put on. So to find them with nail polish, it's so rare. So rare. With any rubber-legged Barbie, which they stopped doing this in 1970, 1971. And that's not because it wasn't in vogue anymore. It's probably because it just cut down on cost of production. That and a lot of their newer dolls didn't have them, like the Talking Barbies didn't have them, Living Barbie, Malibu Barbie didn't have them. And there we go. Her nails and toenails are painted. I'm going to seal it with this high gloss sealant that I got at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. You don't really need to put a high gloss on there, but to be honest, I do like a little bit of a sheen to the nails anyway, and I don't put a heavy amount on there actually because you don't want it to be too distracting. But I used to not even seal my toenail polishes and my fingernail polishes, but I found that when I did, they remained on the finger longer and could withstand even the amount of play I put them through. And this stuff will just dry down relatively quickly, and it will dry down clear. Gotta do it to the toes too. Okay, and just like that, we're done.
Prettier and more real than ever before. But what kind of a girl is the new twist and turn Barbie?
In 1967, the Twist and Turn Barbie doll made her way to the toy shelves. She was originally offered as a trade-in doll where you would trade in your old Barbie and get this new Barbie for less than half price. Then when the promotion was ended, you could purchase her just flat outright. The trade-in offer must have done really well because it wasn't the last time that they did it for Barbie. They even did it later for a Skipper doll. She was initially made for a market that was ever changing. The Twist and Turn Barbie was wasn't your regular old ordinary Barbie. She could move like no Barbie before, and she also looked like no Barbie before. This new twist and turn Barbie not only had a new body, but a new face. She looked so youthful compared to the classic Barbie mold, and had long, luxurious hair and long, luxurious lashes. In the early 1960s, Barbie was all about her careers. But in the late 1960s, Barbie just focused on being her original career, a teenage fashion model.
What kind of a girl is the new twist and turn Barbie? Whatever kind of girl you want her to be. She's got a beautiful new face, a new hairstyle, and all kinds of new outfits to add to her wardrobe. And a twist and turn waist so she can pose any way you want.
Now let's get back to the restoration. I'm sure you're just dying to see how she turned out.
I'll show you.
And here Barbie is all done and looking so beautiful. Spin her around. These techniques, they really work, folks. Check her out. She's absolutely gorgeous, and what a mod marvel she is. Those are her original lashes, original face paint. She's just so beautiful. There's her little manicure. And am I the only one who has always been enamored with these late 60s spike heels? I absolutely adore them. And I treasure every single one that I have. Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. I hope you all found this tutorial helpful or entertaining, and or both. And I really want to thank you all so much for being so kind to me on my last weird Barbie video. It's really sweet that you all like it, and you all made me actually like it more. So yeah, thank you all so much for being so kind and so supportive and everything. It really means a lot. If you do like these videos, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And just share it to like your doll club. See if any of these little tips and tricks can help them as well. I really want to start seeing your all's doll collection, so any way that I can, just like let me know, because I'm just always interested, and I love to hear people's stories about their beautiful Barbies. I actually work with a lady, her name is Kim, and she loves these twist and turn Barbies because she remembers trading one of her Barbies in for the twist and turn Barbie. And it's always great to hear stories like that from people like firsthand who actually went through that and actually lived that. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day today. Bye-bye.
So glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye.